Okay, back again. Boom, let's continue. Quick review, just to remind everybody to remind myself what it was that I was working on in Fmod. I did a little bit of cut and editing of the audio just so there's not so much space in between. I moved my markers a little bit, and everything's working. Now I need to show the text. Okay, so now I got to deal with my text file. How am I going to do that? I'm not sure yet. Run again, test and test. So I just want to make sure that, again, that this is all working. I hit my guide bot. I go out this door. I go over here.
Kevin. Hey, Kevin.
Good. I exit. It stops.
Kevin. Hey, Kevin.
Great.
I have a mission for you.
All right, so good. All right, so in my goal point narrative, in my canvas dialog panel, I'm going to need to add some kind of text. So let's add a text to my dialog panel. So I click there, text. Yeah, at this point, I'm not interested in Text Mesh Pro. Just some text, please. Thank you. And here's some text. It's in my panel. Well, let's enable it so I can see it in design time. And here's my text. It says new text. Again, I'm doing this ugly. I'm just doing this ugly. There. I have my dialog panel text object. I should call this something else because text, not helpful. Dialog text is the name of this object. And then dialog text, here is my text. Hello world, let's change it just so we know. Hello world. It's Arial font size. Now let's bump that up. It looks a little bit small, wouldn't you say? 16, 18, well, not 118. Boom. And then let's go to the rect transform thing again. And I think that should be left. And alt. Left. Something like that. Test it. Test it. Oh, I have it. Yeah, that looks good. Shouldn't be there. So again, turn off the panel. Dialog panel. Not visible. But the alignment seemed to be pretty good. So now I got to bring in my text file. And now I have to trigger that text. And so now I have to code. Now I have to code. At least that's how I will solve this problem. Boom. Goal point narrative. Trigger quest dialog script. I need my pieces of text. I need to create my pieces of text. So here we go. Now we're coding. I need to make an array of text. And yeah, okay. Maybe I should have actually just jumped right to John's dialogue system. Maybe. String. String is text. Text. Array. Nope, oops. Trying to find my keys. Array. So I'm going to have many things called text. And again, I don't think I can do this here. Maybe I can do this here, new string. Maybe I can do this here, or maybe it's going to complain. Let's see. How many pieces of text do I have? I have this, right? This is the first bit. And I'm going to break up my text based on my markers. So let's go back to Fmod and look at my markers. What's the intro?
Kevin. Hey, Kevin. I have a mission for you. Can you do it?
All right, that's marker number 1. So that should be text number 1, or text number 0, actually. Can you do it? So here is my text. Control copy from my notepad. And then I'm going to bounce into here. Well, I'm just going to say 8 for now. It's new string 8. No, it doesn't like that. Okay, right. String text. Does it like this? 8. Doesn't like that either. Oh, I gotta. Oh, as usual, I have to remember how to allocate an array in C#. String, does it go like this? You know, it's like this maybe. String, text. Yeah, okay, it's already better. Array equals new. I don't think I can do this here, but maybe I'll try. String equals new string 8. Can I do that here? Ah, great. So I have an array of 8 text items. Great. I need to assign them. So I could read this from a JSON file or blah, 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 woof, woof, but I'm just going to hard code it at this point in time. So start public start. Happens at the beginning. And I'm going to really hard code this, right? Text. I'm hard coding this. 0. And that's what a script is, actually. Script is essentially, it essentially is hard code. It's a script. 0, 0 equals quote, end quote. Okay, well, copy and paste. So let's clean this up. So, okay, the delay between Pav and Hey Pav, more markers. But my goal here is to simply get this text up point by point. That's my text 1. Good. No reds. Copy this because it'll make it easier. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll fill in the blanks shortly. Next piece of text. I need you to find me some items. That I think is actually number 2, or maybe it is actually part of number 1. Let's go back to Fmod and see what that is.
Kevin. Hey, Kevin. I have a mission for you. Can you do it?
Okay.
I need you to find me some items. I need you to find
Okay,
me
I need you
forge.
to find me some items is text number 2 according to my timeline. So text number 1, 0, again, arrays are 0 based, remember that. So I can just drop this in here. I need you to find me some items. Now let's just format it correctly. I need to find me some items. That's the next marker. So these are simply aligning with the markers that are defined in my audio file back here in Fmod. I need you to find me some items.
Kevin. Hey, Kevin. I have a mission for you. Can you do it? I need you to find me some items. I need you to find me 4 charms.
So
1,
4 charms. So the mission, the goals, 4 charms. So let's go. I need you to bring me 4 charms. Control copy. Control V. I need you to bring me 4 charms. 0, 1, 2. I might need some more here. I'll do the copy and paste. One that is old. Okay, I already know that. One that is old. That's good. One that is old. And then I think I need a one that is new, and one that is borrowed, and one that is blue. So one that is old, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. One that is old. 4 is one that is new. One that is new. Back to the text. One that is new. Control copy. One that is new. One that is borrowed, one that is blue. 4, 5, 6, 5, 6. Back to my text. one that is old, one that is new, one that is borrowed. And then, whoops, and one that is blue. And one that is blue. Yes, and yes, it would be nice if this came out of a file. We get into that in year 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I actually have to allocate more space, right? Because I've allocated for 8 lines of text, and I'm already up to 6, 7, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's actually 5, 6, 7. What else we got in here? Is imperative you bring the term. Oh no, actually that's fine. This can all be done in one line, I think. Let's see what happens with our GUI wraparound. But, lovely text. It's a lovely text with some nice names and one that is blue. So text 7, that's my complete array, right? 0 to 7 is an array of size 8 because 0 actually counts. But these are aligned with my markers. Again, I'm making these text inputs based on how many markers I have so that the arrays line up. Text 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have a string of size 8. And that should be everything, right? Okay, great. So now what I want to do is, now I want to listen to my markers, right? I need to get the thing that listens to my markers. And, okay, this is a little advanced in that we need to deal with these callbacks. But I did that in script usage timeline for my witches. So I can simply take what I have here and also put it into trigger quest dialog 01, and I should be able to get it to work. And then, eventually, after working with this problem, I will arrive at, as the programmer, a way to generalize it more. But right now, I am scripting for a task, which means that, okay, a little bit of copy and paste is not a bad idea. One thing I know right away, if I want to actually use events from Fmod, I need to have this thing using system runtime interop services. So I'm going to copy that. I know this because that was in the documentation for Fmod. So now I've got using system runtime interop services. Great. Now what else do I need from here? Oh, probably a lot. Well, I'm, again, not sure what this is about, but I'm just going to copy and paste it in this case. Okay, because I know I need my timeline info. I need the struct layout kind sequential. I need this stuff. I need this. I know this. I don't need that, but I know I need this. So I'm going to copy this from script usage timeline, and I should probably start thinking about how to make a class that I can inherit from that has this stuff built in. Again, year 3. But let me just see if I can get through this one problem first. So I know I'm going to need this stuff. Control V. Not sure what this is about, but I'm just going to use it. I need this string wrapper, and a timeline info, and a GC handle, and an event callback, and another thing here. if I'm driving the audio, the game from the audio. If I was driving the audio from the game, maybe a little simpler, but I would have to create lots more events in Fmod. So I'm trying to avoid that at the moment. I'm trying to just do a synchronized playback. Okay, I got that stuff. Bump. Got that, good. Don't need that, that's specific. Well, I'm going to need it. Timeline info. I'm going to need this stuff. So all of this stuff I'm just going to copy in there. And don't worry, I'm going to post the code. So this will work for anyone. It seems to want to go into start. So this again is more or less what we call bookkeeping. Just you got to do these things to get your stuff to work. I already have a couple of squigglies. What are my squigglies? What are my squiggly reds? Did I not declare a timeline? Timeline info. Timeline info. Timeline info. Timeline info. New timeline info equals this. To script usage timeline. Okay. One moment. It's also a mono behavior. Oh, script usage timeline. Yeah. It's not a script usage timeline anymore. It's a quicker trigger quest dialog 01. Yeah. Starts to get a little funky. Timeline event callback. So where did I declare this? Timeline event callback. Oh yeah, yeah. Sorry guys, but this is just what it is. String wrapper. Oh, that's the function that I will declare to actually handle it. Right. Dialog event callback. I'm going to just change this name. Ignore the squiggle for now. All right. Again, the most important thing here is what is the event? Back to Unity. Back to my goal point narrative. My event is, here's my event. Copy and paste this event name. This is the event I'm interested in. Quest dialog 01. Ignore this for now. We'll get to that. But okay, everything else, no squiggles. Excellent. So what else do I have in my timeline usage callback? I have my trigger enter. I have this destroy. Okay. It wants to destroy. This is data management. So I will put this here. No squiggles. Great. Go int pointer dot 0. Let's see what int pointer dot 0 is. Struct system int pointer dot 0. So I'm missing a using system. Right, I'm probably missing using system. Yeah, I am. I got system collections and generic. I got Unity Engine. I got UI. I got interop services, but I don't have system. I know, guys. It's not so easy. Damn. Damn. And you can say, oh, Unreal is so much easier. No, it's not. It's got the same set of really difficult to understand quirks. It does. And why I like Unity better is that here I am teaching I am teaching a code I'm teaching code that is applicable to things beyond games. So if you learn blueprints in Unreal, that's all you know. You don't know anything about code. You only know how to make blueprints in Unreal. Whereas what you learn here is applicable to many fields of computing. So maybe during the day you work as a database programmer at some damn stupid company, but at night you go home and you make your game. And this is what I did. This is how I lived. I learned how to program, and then I learned how to program games. Okay, so, well, okay, we still got this red squiggle. I'll get to that in a minute. All right, I've taken care of my memory management. I know this is difficult, but all you got to do is copy this code, change the name of the event, and again, put your markers where you want your markers to be in your audio file, and this should work. And if it doesn't, call me. So, back. I'm almost done. I am so close to being done. Got that, I got that, I got that, got this stuff, I got that stuff. For some reason I need to do this. Okay, and this is the thing that is really truly my function. So for some reason I need to say this. Okay, so I'm gonna say this. Again, not sure why why you need this. Just doing it. Mono P invoke callback. Yeah, I love C#. It's so obtrusive. Oh, and I do have a squiggle there. But okay, and now we can actually finally do something in response to an action. So static, I'm going to copy this. Okay, control copy. And I'm going to dump it here. Okay, lots of red because this is totally referring to something else. But my static timeline event callback, this is what I want to change to this dialog event callback. So this is my name. I could call it Fred, I could call it Joe. Boom. Okay, so I put that in there, and then all of a sudden, this red goes away. So what I've done is I've created a function pointer. I'm saying, you call this bit of code fmod when the event callback occurs. This is the callback I want you to call, which is this function. Okay, again, this is bookkeeping. Which marker is being triggered? Okay, timeline of time last which. I don't have that, right? So now everything in here I'm actually going to delete because it's meaningless, because I don't have a W2. I don't have this stuff. So let's see, let me carefully, parameter.name. I want to stick with parameter.name first. If I have I don't have a previous which, so I'm not interested in that. That's a completely different problem. I have a parameter. That is the name of the marker that I'm sending. So I can actually get rid of this, because these are my marker names now. This, gone. This, gone. This, gone. All right, so at this point, I've got only one little squiggle. And so I just have a semicolon out of place someplace. I have too many semicolons. Or curly braces. Where's this ending curly brace? Yeah, it's not finding that. All right, so let's look at this closely. Again, I'm coding on the fly. String text, new string 8. Struct layout, sequential. Timeline info, looks good. Start, looks good. Destroy, looks good. On trigger enter looks good. On trigger exit looks good. Dialog event callback. Why is that giving me grief? What does it say? Not all code paths return a value. Static fmod result. So I'm missing just a. Yeah, I got a little thing out of place here someplace. Case. Break. Yeah, right. Again, all you got to do is use my code and everything should be fine. I think what I need here is one of these. I missed one someplace. Yeah, there we go. Switch type. And these little lines are very helpful. Case. Timeline marker. Parameter names. No squigglies. Again, don't worry about this. Worry about what's happening in here, because everything will be set up for you if you just use my code. Everything will be set up right here. Okay, so these now are my names. So let's go back to fmod. I've got the mission, the goals. So let's start typing them in. The mission. Case sensitive. I know this is a little tough, guys. And then what did I have? I had the goals. But I'm simply comparing the strings that fmod will return me. I have goal, then I have goal 1, goal 2, goal 3, right? Goal 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then outro. The mission, the goals. Then I have goal 1. And this is an extra for a reason. Goal 2. Goal 3. Goal 4. So a little bit more copy and paste. Goal 4. And then outro, right? I think I called it outro. Outro. So again, the important thing here is that I'm creating these parameter string names that actually equate to what I called them here. And then in my array up here, oh God, I have all the texts that are representing those markers in an array. So I can iterate them. So, oof, wow. Yeah, this is heavy. It's heavy. It's heavy. I know. And if we started out at year 1 with starting to look at these kinds of things, by year 3, you'd be in a better position. But just use this and ask me questions. Just use it and ask me questions about how to change it to your purposes. Yeah, I know it's tough. It's hard. It's hard. It is. But this is actually the task. So the mission. What do I want to play when it's the mission? I want to play this, right? I want to show text 0. And I put these into an array. I could have hard-coded them in here, but okay. Better this way. So what do I need to know now is that this script needs to have a reference to the text object that I want to change when the text changes. So that would be back, thankfully, back to Unity. It's dialog text, and it is its text, dialog text dot text. So let's see if I can make a property inside of Unity, a public that I can set ahead of time. So I have the dialog panel. Great. Let's see if I can get straight at the text object. Seems I can. The text. So I got my dialog panel that I turn on and off when I collide. And then I've got my text object that I want to change as the audio changes. So let's go ahead right away, back to Unity. Whoops, make sure I saved, otherwise it won't appear. Back to Unity. I know this is complicated stuff. It's this, I think, that I want it saved, that I want my script to know about. So let's see if I can then now, in my bullet point narrative, if I can just simply drag this in. Oops, I need to open my dialog. Hang on, whoops, yeah. I need to open up my script here so I can see it. Oh, and it didn't refresh for some reason. Did I not make it public? Public text to text. Oh, trigger dialog 01 CS. Where did I put that again? Trigger dialog 01. The dialog panel. Yeah, right here. Okay. Boom. I had an error. Oh, God. Oh, guys. Guys. How to make this simpler. The way to make this simpler is to start you from day one playing with this stuff. Oh, whoops, not that one. It's this one, the dialog text. I can drag in here. Dialog text. So what I've just done, the most important thing here is that I have this script that will turn on and off the dialog panel and then now has a very direct route to the text that's going to appear here. Save. And so now I can flesh out the rest of it, which is actually assigning which text based on what marker I'm responding to. What marker am I responding to? So these are basically sequential. The mission is actually 0, so I can say that the text, at this point, I should be able to say the text. Oh, it's not there. Hang on. What did I call it? No, I called it the text. Ah, it's static. Oh, man. Oh, I know exactly what the problem is. But how can I help you understand how this works? That is my problem, for sure. That is my problem for sure. Timeline info timeline. That's where it actually is. Oh, how can I help you understand this? This is really advanced. Timeline, just use it. Yeah, there it is. Uh, well, I'm really trying to figure out, as part of my research goals, are really to try to figure out how to make this understandable. How to make this understandable so we can proceed at a reasonable rate. Okay, no. What's the error? Can I please convert string to Unity UI.text? Right. Oh, right. The text dot. Yeah, man. Set. Set. Dot text. Text dot text. There we go. Equals. Oh, I'm very discouraged. Very discouraged in terms of how, again, how can I teach you how to do this? That makes any sense whatsoever if you haven't been doing it your whole entire life. Well, so don't be discouraged. Use the code. Ask me questions about the code. Ask me questions about the code. So what I'm doing here is, okay, I get my mission tag. I say use text 1. I get my next tag, use text 1. Well, 0, use text 1, the goals. Use text 2 and 3. And of course, there's a slightly cleaner way to do this. And 4. And 5, because, okay, punk. But I have 8 markers, don't I? Let me go check my markers again. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I do have 8 markers. So I miss an intro, and then the mission. Oops, I'm missing intro. Intro. The mission. The goals. What comes after the goals? The mission. Is there a space in here? Oh, yes, I did actually put spaces in, so I should take care of that. Let's get rid of this space. It matters. The goals has no space. Then I have goal 1, 2, goal 3, goal 4, and then I have outro. Intro and outro. Now the funny thing is, folks, you will not find this level of instruction on any fucking YouTube video. The goals. Goal 1. And that's why you're here. And I'm trying to figure out, again, how can I make this 5. Understandable. Goal 4. And outro. 6 and 7. So now all my arrays line up. Oh, yeah. Wow. Okay, maybe tomorrow I take a revisit on this and maybe see if I can slice it up in a different way. But in the meantime, I'm pretty sure that this is going to work. So I'm going to go ahead and run it. Pretty sure. Here we are in scene. I got no errors as far as I can tell. Hit my guide bot. Follow my guide bot.
Kevin.
Oh,
Hey, Kevin.
obviously not working. I just
I
have
have a
hello
mission
world.
for you.
So I'm not
Can
hitting
you
my
do it?
text object. Any errors? No.
I need you to find me some items.
All
I
right.
need you to find...
Almost. Did I actually save my file? I did. No errors. All right. Gonna pause the video and see what it is that I'm missing here. Obviously something.